Okay, we're back. Let's see how we can deal with this new dungeon that's developing. It's going to be a good one. And in fact, I might not play the game, or I might not video record the game too much more than the next round or two, because we've seen some good stuff. Okay, so everyone there gets activated. The Barbarian Berserker just went for some healing, so the lock gets removed from her, but she doesn't activate. So she is not going to be very helpful for us in this critical melee that's coming. All right, so I've got 5 cards in my hand. I've got the belt pouch, which allows me to draw 3 more cards. I've got some undead attack. I've got some stealth to avoid some damage, probably to the Berserker, unless the target moves around. And I've got some pretty serious ranged fire attack there between Take Aim and the Flaming Fury. So these are good cards for what I'm seeing in front of me. The problem is the Hmmm stealth and her stamina. Both, she's tough. She's tougher than she looks. All right, so the mummy, who was down here, comes into play, and we knew the mummy was coming into play. So let's put him up there. Now see that he's got a melee, and it's supernatural, and he has this thing called Drain 2. So if he's around at the end of this round, I need to take 2 cards from my crawler deck and drain them off. Okay, it's like he's draining life away. X is the number of creatures in the grave, so he's got a pretty serious attack at this point in the game. We'll have to count those up and see. And the restock, which you do immediately, means that I look for undead or spirits, up to 3 if they're in there, in the grave, and they have to be a 1 or less. Now, by the way, the encounter limit has been met. We're at 5, so that's good. All right, looking for undead or spirit. Undead or spirit. I know there was a skeleton. Creature, 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 character, monster, creature, character, soul, undead, character. So this is looking good. This is not going to be a lot of restocking going on here. Creature, 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 terrain, creature, monster, trap, terrain, event. And there we go. There's my lone undead. All right, no zombies or anything yet. Okay, so the skeleton gets restocked. All right, it could have been 3 of these, but it's only 1 because 1 is the only one that's in the grave. So the skeleton goes in here, and this is restocking. It's like I don't know, the skeleton was probably some sort of bone dust or something. We smashed him up, but he's been what's it called? Anyway, he's got his faculties back. Okay, so we're at the dungeon limit. Now, first thing I'm going to do to give myself some variability is I'm going to play out the belt pouch. Okay, so it's a permanent, but I don't deal with permanents very well, so I just play it like a card. So I'm going to spend this to draw 3 crawler cards. So spend away, and let's draw 3 cards. 1, yes. Cleave is exactly what I need. Boosted, which I do have. I do have, because my Barbarian Berserker is not locked. So if I deal a wound to a character and send it to the grave, I've got to get it to the grave. And these guys have a lot of stamina, so I don't know. Anyway, so that's 1 card. 2, oh boy, 2 cleaves in a row. Okay, well, they are powerful cards. And a magic short sword. Okay, all right, so that's a lot of firepower, not a lot of defense, but I needed something like, that's okay, no big deal. All right, so here we go, taking on the dungeon. So the mummy has a stamina of 2. It's his power that I have to be concerned about at this point, but right now his stamina is 2. And her stamina is also 2, unless we have a magic attack, in which case there's a bonus of 1. All right. And she has stealth, so I have to attack the mummy, actually. Now, if there's only a way I could get 2 hits on there... Oh, anyway, so the total is 4. The total is 4. Unless it's magic, and unless it's against her. 4. So I need to do something. There's no ranged, so there's no need for me to use the Flaming Fury. Ignore stealth. Oh, okay. Well, I can ignore stealth here with this. Too bad I couldn't get a bonus on the harm for, okay, if attacking undead. So I can ignore stealth. I guess the ignore stealth doesn't include her because she's not undead. I'm assuming that's what that means. So I don't know if I really even need this bonus necessarily. I need to get a 4. All right, let's just refocus here. Looks like it's going to be the magic short sword. Okay, so magic short sword it is. So I get a +3. And the Wood Elf Wizard will use that. So that's 4. So that's a hit. Now, unfortunately, I'm not sending anyone to the grave. That's where Cleave would have been pretty darn good. All right, so let's hit. Well, let's... I can't hit her because she has stealth. So, all right, so the mummy's hit. All right. And in addition to that, there's nothing more I can do to enhance. So it becomes their attack. And they attack with 1, 2. And then the mummy's attack is X. And X is the number of creatures in the grave. So this is going to be a huge number. So we've got, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So the mummy attacks with 11, and then the 2 from the Empows, 13. All right, so there's nothing I can do, but I'm gonna play hide. So that gives my target adventure, which is the Barbarian Berserker, the ability to have stealth. So she has stealth, so she can't be the target, which means the cleric is gonna take a wound. Okay, so the cleric takes a wound. Really not doing too badly at this point in the game. And that's it. So now you get to reset. You get to reset. These cards get discarded. And the mummy drains 2 cards from my deck. Drains Recover Treasure, which probably would have been good. And, oh, close call. Bummer. That's a very powerful card to get. So anyway, I'm out of close call. All right. I think that's it. Let's leave it there, and we will come back with the next round in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching me play Dungeon Crawler.